You today how I have my virtual assistants folders set up on G Drive. And I'm went ahead and logged in, and I am actually inside of her folder. So what you see is an exact duplication of what she sees every day when she logs in. Now you can see I've got several folders here, and then I've just got some documents that are kind of just floating around. Those are kind of some general instructions that would apply to several different websites that she works on for me. I've got the website login spreadsheet where she actually can go and, if I tell her to go to a website and do something, the username and password is in a spreadsheet here. And if she creates an account for us, she will go into the spreadsheet and update it with that login information. This is just a list of everything I give my VA access to so that I can quickly come in here and, add or remove access. This is just kind of a reference point for me, so I know, what all, Dropbox and G Drive and Zoho and just all the different things that I set my VA up with. This task list is, just a list of everything that VAs do. And anytime I add a new task, I will add to this some information. These, of course, are specific instructions. I won't get into those, but I'm just kind of showing you the structure right now. Her daily tasks, she actually opens this every single day. And not only does it have daily tasks that I want her to do, but it also has weekly, monthly, annual, whatever tasks I want her to perform for me. I add it to this daily task document. So she logs in every single day. So if I have something I want her to do, like on the 15th of every month, she helps me with my magazine, then I will add that task to her. So she definitely opens that every single day. And she also, to make sure she doesn't miss anything. I keep track of her attendance record. And she has access to this, so she can see, if she misses a day, I put it in here, I put the reason, and then, every 3 to 6 months, I like to review her performance and her hourly wage and see if, based on her attendance and her performance, if she, is up for an increase or additional bonuses. So that's just some of the general stuff. Okay, so each particular folder, I'll open them one by one. I'm not going to click on the instructions because that's, not really what I'm getting into on this video. But I'll show you how I have each folder arranged with instructions for her. And these are in no particular order, but if I have a task for her to do something on Craigslist and she doesn't know what to do or how to do it, then she can just go to the Craigslist folder and I'll show you what's in here. So inside the Craigslist folder, I've got, 3 documents here. Some Craigslist ads for sellers, how to renew Craigslist ads, and posting ads using Ad Maker tool. Pretty simple. There's not a whole lot in here. And you may see as I click through my folders, I might have some instructions that would be better suited in the Craigslist folder. I definitely from time to time reorganize my G Drive. And anyone that you share documents with, they can arrange them any way they want to. So although they're arranged like this in my G Drive, hers may look different because she's decided to put them in different folders, and that's okay because it doesn't affect how I see them. So then I've got, my bird dog project, which has not been released yet, but, I've got a bird dog website and project I'm going to be releasing on Property Mob to automate bird dog systems. She helps me with that. MLS, she has a task inside the MLS, then, how to perform a CMA, sending letters of intent, the actual letter of intent, and I want her to keep track of, how many offers she has submitted, on a daily basis. For monitoring phones and screening sellers, she's got some instructions here. I've got some one-time project instructions. I've got in Property Mob, she helps me do some certain stuff in there. So I've got instructions on Hootsuites and stuff to do with the magazine and processing affiliate commissions and So she helps me with some property mob stuff. And then, of course, the meat and bones of her job is through my real estate investing business. So this is pretty extensive instruction database. So you can see inside my We Buy Houses folder, I've got even more instructions that apply specifically to real estate. So again, subcategorized in these folders, and then I've got just some stragglers kind of hanging down here that maybe belong in a folder. I haven't put them there yet, or I don't know where to put them, or just haven't put them there yet. So I don't know. There's not too many, but how to confirm daily appointments. She does schedule appointments for me in my calendar. How to find legal descriptions in our tax records. I've got some information on how to skip trace a seller because that's actually one of her tasks in Zoho that comes up. A JV agreement if in the event I want her to send that to someone. I have a presentation on here that I use for sellers sometimes. It's just in her folder as well in case I want her to make some changes to it. And then how to schedule appointments on my calendar. And then, if I'm doing a wholesale deal or if, asking the seller to pay closing cost. This is a cool spreadsheet I have created. She can just put in the purchase price. It automatically calculates closing cost in Florida, and she can send me a PDF of the closing cost relatively quickly if I ask her for that. And then a team flow chart kind of shows her and anybody else on our team what our business flow looks like, who does what tasks, including the property inspector, and if we have a negotiator in place, that's kind of so you can see how the team works. Training schedule, workflow with the VA specifically, what she does, and there's the team, and then there's specifically her, and then there's some YouTube instructions and how a lead flows through Zoho. So I like for my VA to be able to read all these instructions. Okay, then I have a contract folder. If I wanted to fill out a contract, boom. I've got all of the contract templates here for her. These are also in HelloSign. Now the difference when I have her use the documents in G Drive versus HelloSign is if I know what's on my standard contract in HelloSign. We pay all the closing costs. It's a 30 business day closing. Seller pays delinquent taxes. We're closing it. My title company. So those are all my standard terms. If something changes, and it's different than the template that I have in HelloSign, then I need to write a new contract, which is what she would use then the the G Drive document, and then convert it to PDF, and then she would upload it to HelloSign. So she knows how to do all of that, and this is in the event she has to prepare a contract with different terms than what's our standard. Front-end contract processing, lots of information on how to process a contract once we have it signed by the seller. She's got a checklist. She's got, all of these instructions, how to add a property to our website. Then we have Google Voice instructions, how to do, specific tasks in Google Voice. I've got HelloSign, how to request digital signatures, how to send a referral form, because that is what I do with short sales and traditional listings. I refer them out to another agent, and how to send, documents using HelloSign. The marketing folder is pretty big too, and I'm going to go over this more in another training event, but this is all of our marketing folders. So now you get an inside peek at the list that we mail to. All of our lists are uploaded into these folders. And she can search, because I actually have her use this folder in G Drive to locate the campaign source when she's matching a lead to a campaign source in Zoho. So she opens the marketing folder, she may search for a lead in the search box, and certain lists are going to come up, and then she verifies they're on the list and then attaches that campaign in Zoho. So all of the work is done by my VA. So you can see I've got my zip code mailer, Craigslist. This is instructions for lots of marketing that we do. Craigslist, not direct mail, but some Craigslist marketing, evictions list. All of our lists are in here. Expired listings, marketing instructions and checklist, marketing material. This may be letters and postcards and such. Dan and I have marketing meetings, so we put that in our folder to keep track of what we talked about and our budgets and things like that. Any miscellaneous mailing lists that we may, sporadically mail to, they're going to be in here. Our probate list data, our quitclaim deeds for Duval and Clay County, our unsafe structures, vacant house list data, and then how to track campaigns in Zoho. So it tells her exactly how to find out which marketing campaign that the lead came from. So just, to kind of show, I'll just click on my probate data, and you can see this is actually, all of our list, our probate list. So these are used to locate prospects, based on their name. That gets uploaded by our VA into this folder. In fact, all of the marketing lists get uploaded by our VA. Then we have quick claims, all of the marketing lists are in here. And then we got some instructions on how to do these. Bandit signs, how to process letters to probate attorneys. I mean, it's everything that she may work on at any given point. There are instructions in here, how to pull a list, merging yellow letters in Zoho. So you can just see if I give her a task to do, everything is in G-Droid for her, the instructions. And like I said, there may be a video that's referenced in the document, and she can just click on it and watch it on YouTube. And that would be an unlisted video, which means no one else has access to that other than who I give the link to. Then we've got some post-closing instructions, what to do after closing. A lot of these tasks come up in Zoho, like sending the credibility request, the testimonial request, and finalizing the numbers and the profit figures in Zoho, closing that out in Zoho. That's part of her task list for when a transaction closes. So we just have the instructions. She doesn't really use the checklist anymore because I've made it all automated in Zoho. And then I've got some instructions for the property inspector, what to put on the signs when he goes out to put signs out on the property, all of our lock boxes and codes. We want to know where they're at, which property they're on, what code it is, because we have about 30 lock boxes. So we keep track of them in this spreadsheet, and it gets updated. And then, instructions in our property inspection form. So pretty much everything that is essential or our team uses is right here inside our Google Drive folder. It has to be the best platform to use for teams and sharing and just being very accessible on mobile devices. So hopefully you enjoyed this video, and this will kind of help you set up your structure with your VAs and your team. And, just have a resource center is kind of what we refer to it as. It's our training center and our resource center for our entire business. Everything is set up here. And keeping it organized is really important because, with all of these documents, it's easy for things to get lost and you can't figure out where you put them. Luckily, you have a little search bar, so you can say, hey, where's my probate stuff? Here it is. Here's my probate list data. And, you can take it there. So learn how to use your search box and, more importantly, how to use folders and keep everything organized. So this will help you become more efficient. It will work very well with anyone. Everyone can use Google Drive. It's universal. So catch you guys later. This was fun. I love Google Drive, and I recommend it to anybody who is a true business person looking for efficiency. Catch you guys later.